Okay, good. First, I'd like to thank you all for joining What's Your Story? I've heard so many different answers from asking what's your story, from people telling me about their childhood to listening to their accomplishments. It's like they're reading from their resume. There's no right answer. This show is a fascinating study on people and how they interpret the question's meaning. It's also a great reminder that we each have our own unique story filled with ups and downs, tragedy, triumph, and everything in between. Let us be clear. Everyone has their own unique story and journey, and what they did or didn't do is theirs to experience. There's no judgment here, no debate, just a period of time in someone's life that they have decided to share and give us the opportunity to listen. What an honor that is. I call them courageous. I call them confident and caring people who are not afraid to talk about what they're doing and their ideas to help others. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as always, I appreciate your support way over here in Chiang Mai, Thailand. And I am going to be speaking with Elayna Hasty today. And she is in Indiana. So it just shows you the power of what the internet can do these days. So let me tell you a little bit about her before I introduce you to her. She is recognized as an anti-bullying advocate and openly shares her experience through public speaking as part of her Girls Against Bullying Girls workshops, which is in short, G.A.B Girls. It's a nonprofit organization that promotes leadership, self-esteem, and community involvement and communication skills to children of all ages. The goal between the girls is to unite against bullying. At the age of 9, Elayna decided that she wanted to make a difference. Elayna was bullied going into her new school and had been bullied by an adult. She also witnessed a fifth grade boy taking away a lunch bag and teasing a kindergartner. Elayna knew it was not right. Elayna even had a friend who resulted in being homeschooled due to bullying. For Elayna, her friend's incident hit close to home. At that moment, Elayna knew it was time to make a change. She has put more than 2,000 hours of community service since 2010 and has spoken to over 1,200. And her bio is a long bio because she's done so many things. You can find it on my website at www.kathybacon.com. She is under guest, or under interviews. Let me give you a little bit more information. Elayna works vigorously in trying to reach out to students across the country. She encourages them and shares her motto: encourage, lead, and empower. Elayna receives and personally answers letters to each girl and a mom for bullying support. Okay? And she helps in empowering students nationwide to be comfortable and proud of their own true beauty. Elayna's elementary workshops cater to younger girls by encouraging self-esteem, leadership, and compassion for others. The girls role, play, and break into small group discussions regarding bullying. They also help younger girls discuss what makes them special. I like that one. Advanced workshops are designed for middle school girls to open up about the mean girl syndrome, trying to fit in and finding the courage to go out into the community and make their own positive mark. Wow, don't we want all girls and all people to be able to do that? Elayna also has a workshop called Stand Up, Speak Out that is often used for schools and bigger organizations that is custom and made for boys and girls. For more information on scheduling a workshop, please contact her email at G-A-B underscore girls at yahoo.com. And like I said, there is a much bigger bio on my website at www.kathybacon.com. Please go there and review exactly what Elayna's done, because I interviewed Elayna, gosh, I think when she was, oh man, maybe it was 10 or 11. I'm not sure. She'll have to tell us, a few years ago. And so she has constantly stood by this organization of anti-bullying, and now she's 15. So it's pretty exciting to see where she's taken this organization and some other things that she's doing in her life that have come up for her. So without any further ado, I am going to present you with the lovely Elayna Hasty. There she
Hi,
is. Hi. Great to see you.
you too.
Wow.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's so, so nice to see you. So, you've changed a lot since I last interviewed you. I think, how old were you? 10 or 11?
I'd say somewhere around that age. I was pretty
Yeah.
young.
Yeah, you were pretty young. And wow, you held your own then. I mean, and you're still doing this amazing, amazing thing of
Thank you.
showing people and making people realize their worth and that they're beautiful and that they don't need to take this bullying and how they can go out into the world and make a difference. So I really hats off to you, Elayna. Really.
Thanks.
So what inspired you to speak out about, speak out against bullying? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I was first started to be bullied in first grade. I just then moved to a new school and I walked into a classroom and right when I walked in there was just a group of girls who were mocking me and pointing at me and laughing at me. And that's really when I got the first dose of what bullying is.
Yeah.
And it was just really weird at first because I didn't know what was going on. I was a new girl at school and I just had no idea. But I came to my parents about it a couple weeks later and they told me that I was being bullied. And of course, I was bullied by an adult too when I was younger. But the main reason why I started G.A.B Girls was because of my best friend. As you talked about, she became homeschooled and we were really close. And that's really the reason why I started my platform because it's really hard to see someone that you really care about go through that kind of situation.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, to think that bullying can drive a person away from their own school, their own friends, and everything. I mean, that's debilitating when I think about
Mhm.
it. It's like, wow, this little girl, your best friend, had to be homeschooled because of it. Oh, I mean, it's so sad and it's still going on, isn't it?
Yes, it is. She is still being homeschooled, but things have
Mm,
gotten a lot better. Even
good.
right when she became homeschooled, they were still getting to her. They were putting me messages or mailbox. They were cyberbullying her.
Yeah.
But after a couple of years, I think she's doing a lot better than she was, and she's more confident in herself too, which is
Good,
great.
good. Oh, I'm so happy. And you're still friends, which is wonderful,
Yeah,
right? That's a
right.
lovely thing. Okay, so tell us a little bit about the G.A.B, the G.A.B project,
Mhm.
because this is your brainchild. You started this. So it's very exciting that you looked at that situation and took it to a whole nother level, especially because of your friends. So can you tell us about G.A.B?
Mhm. Well, GAB is an acronym for Girls Against Bullying Girls, and when I first started it, it was my parents and I. My dad made my Facebook, and we
Mm,
were just gonna start with the Facebook. We're like, it's not really gonna go anywhere, but we might as well just post some positive messages for people who do
right,
check it out. And
right.
then it just kept growing and growing. I got my first interview when I was only 10 years old, and I now have over 1,000 followers on my Facebook. I have an
That's awesome.
Instagram and I have my own workshops. I have the Princess Within Me, Stand Up, Speak Out, and Free to Be Uniquely Me. And over the years, it's just grown so much, and I feel really honored that I'm helping so many people. I've been to many places to speak, to be on a radio. I've been in blogs,
Right.
and one of my most favorite memories is when I went to Kids Are Heroes, and I went there twice. But
Mm,
what that is it's an organization by Jeffrey O'Neill and Mary Margaret O'Neill. And what happens is every year they have people from all over the world. Like I met people from Canada, from Abu Dhabi, from
wow.
India, from Europe. It was just crazy. There was so many people from all over the world. And I actually was able to go there and speak about my GAB, and I met with the other people who also had a
Mm,
community concentration. The guy from Abu Dhabi, he is known as the paper bag boy. And what he does is he recycles paper and he makes them into bags and a lot of other cool things.
That's awesome to be able to be around other people too that are trying to
Mhm.
make a difference, and trying to, get the world kind of straightened up, especially with, anti-bullying to me is just really, I used to work at a school. So when you see it happen, it just makes your heart sink. I mean, it's such an awful feeling. And I know that, I know because we had to take some classes on anti-bullying that a lot of times when people bully, it's really that they're scared and they
Mhm.
already don't feel good about themselves, right? I mean, so you tend to feel sorry for them, but they need to learn a different way or a different approach to vent their anger and not take it out on other people. So, how can people help fight bullying?
As you were just talking about, one of the best ways is to understand that the
Mm,
bully is bully for a reason. As you were talking about, it's something that happens inside, and it could be because either they have a bad home life. I found
mm,
out that my bullies, they had a bad home life, which is why they were taking it out on me. Or maybe they think
mm,
bullying is cool and they don't really know how it feels to be
mm,
hurt like that. Or also, they could also have been bullied before, and they
yes.
feel like that they need to do it to someone else to make themselves feel better and to make them rise up, to give them that confidence. But another thing is getting parents more involved. My parents are very involved with my life.
Which is
I think that's
lovely.
something that's very important to have too. So,
Yes, it is. Your parents are very involved in your life. And, when we're young, sometimes we think, oh gosh, I wish they'd just not be in my business. But we really do need them to be in our business.
mhm,
We need our parents because they know a lot more than us, right? So
right.
it's good to have them right by your side. I think that's just amazing. So is there a way to prevent cyberbullying? Because that's gone to a whole new level now, where people are bullying online. So, is there a way to prevent that?
Cyberbullying is really complicated because with all the
Mm,
social media there is out there,
right.
they could be coming from any social media account. And as I was talking about with the parent thing, I think it's really good to have your parents also involved with what you're posting, what you're sending, what you're receiving.
Yes.
I know my parents, they always check my phone and they are making sure that I am never sending anything bad, which I would never do that, but you always
Yes.
just make sure, and also they see like what I'm getting to make sure nothing's going bad or wrong.
Right. Right. Oh my goodness, they're having so many people hearts and loves. And hi, Elayna and Kathy. Ben says, and congrats on your 10th broadcast. Well, that's lovely. You're number 10. So, yay, Elayna and Kathy. It's really awesome. So, what you just talked about the roles that parents should play in that cyber bullying, and I agree with you. Nowadays, when my kids were young, we never had to worry about that because there wasn't like computers and cell phones in those days too much. So I didn't really have to. I'm so glad I didn't have to worry about it because it would have made me crazy to think that kids would actually get online and post terrible things about people and take it to a level that's just really not comfortable and not good. And I just think that I really hats off to you for really spearheading this whole G.A.B girls thing because we need more people in the world that are sort of kind of going, okay, no, you don't get to do that. No, no, we're not going to put up with that. So thank you for that. It's really a great
Thank
thing.
you.
How can we raise awareness on bullying prevention in our school? And I know that you have this whole other role as Miss Fort Wayne's outstanding teen. And
Mhm,
this
yes,
is quite an honor. So,
it
um,
is.
do people look at you differently in the school system now that you're doing that? And then you're also doing G.A.B girls? Is there a different thought about that with people?
I think now that I have my title as Miss Fort Wayne's Outstanding Teen, their eyes are opening a little bit more, saying, "Hey, she wears a crown and a sash, and she's speaking out not only just with her title but with her platform." And that's something that's very important. And I think because I have this amazing opportunity, that they are kind of looking more and they're more engaged with it. But with the school thing, something that I really loved about my middle school is that we had a club called Helping Hands. And every Tuesday during homeroom, we would get a bunch of people together and we would make posters about positive things, being kind to each other, or preventing bullying. My guidance counselor also let me hang up posters for Anti-Bullying Month, which is in October. And that's something that I think is really great. And if you don't have something going on in your school, well, then at least try to get people involved, whether it is posters or doing projects about it or researching. And I think another thing is just really getting the community involved because it doesn't just happen in schools, it's
No.
everywhere, it's in the community.
Yes, it truly is. And it's something that we can all be a part of and really help
Mhm.
to change the way people think and to change the way people treat each other. I mean, that's a huge thing for me. I just, man, just let's just be kind to each other. It doesn't take much, to do that. It's just, but again, like you said, we never know the story of the person bullying. Like you found out that your bully, did not have a very good home life. And I
Mhm.
mean, that's very sad, to think that. And for them to come into school and then take it out on you, it gives you understanding. It doesn't make it okay, but it gives you understanding of why it's happening. And, hopefully that with people that are bullies, seeing other people standing up and saying, no, this isn't okay. It would be lovely to see them come onto the other side, wouldn't it? Yeah, really would. So, wow, outstanding teen in Fort Wayne. I mean, wow,
It's an
that's just,
honor.
I bet it is an honor. And I've seen pictures of you online with your sash and your crown, and it's really a lovely thing to see that you've taken your kindness and your goodness to a whole nother level. And I really admire that about you.
Thank you.
But it's weird. People are kind of weird about, the pageantry stuff. Now,
Mhm.
I, on the other hand, was a judge once in Colorado for a pageant. It was a teen pageant. And until I did that, I really didn't know what it was about. And it is not what people think. That's what I do know. It's not what people think. So there's so much that goes into it, and it really is from the inside out. And I really love that. So, because of the way the media and certain television networks have portrayed the lifestyle of pageantry, there is a preconceived notion, I believe that, of what a pageant girl is. How do you think that being a part of the Miss American organization, you're able to break that barrier?
As much as I love watching Toddlers and Tiaras, like don't get me wrong, it's kind of interesting to watch. But the Miss America system and Miss America's Outstanding Teen system, it's nothing compared to the Toddlers and Tiaras. It's just amazing. It's a scholarship pageant and it's for girls to help them get them through college, and they give thousands of dollars of
Nice.
scholarships every year, and it's just amazing. And not only that, but the sisterhood, it's it's just wonderful. A lot of people think when you go into pageants, you'll meet a lot of mean girls, but I have not met one that was not mean at all. And there's been times where I've placed several times, I've received nothing, or I won my first title. And no matter what I've received through the prelim, they all were the same. They were all really kind and they were caring, they were supportive. And I remember when I did Three Rivers, the girl who won teen, she said, I really hope you guys win a prelim because it'd be awesome just to hang out with you at state. And so
Mm.
I'm really excited. Now I'm able to do that with my prelim.
Yeah, that's
I'm
so
just so
great.
excited. State's in June, and I'm really looking forward to it. I've been working hard, and it's a
I
lot of
think
fun.
that's really wonderful. And it's a whole different ball game. I mean, on one side of your life, you are uh, anti-bullying with G.A.B girls, and then the other side of your life, you have this wonderful community of women that are empowering and would never think of treating you like that, you know? So you're kind of on the edge of both worlds there. I mean, that's a lot to juggle, and you're doing a fine job of it, I must say.
Thank you.
You really, really are. So, okay, so wow, this is one question. Boy, if you were to win the title of Miss Indiana Outstanding Teen, how do you hope to better educate your generation about the platform and importance that it holds?
Even without a title, I've been working my platform since the age of 9. I'm very
Yes.
passionate about what I do and getting out in my community. And my prelim title, Miss Fort Wayne's Outstanding Teen, has already opened so many doors for me. My directors are wonderful. Shout out to them. And I love my Miss Sister Queen, Kirsten Anderson. But I think that through this, it just will open so many doors, whether I place in top 10, top 5, or if I receive the honor of Miss Indiana's Outstanding Teen. This just will open so many doors for not only me, but for my platform as well. And I also think now I have 3 different accounts. I have a personal one, I have my platform account, and I also have my Miss Fort Wayne's Outstanding Teen account on Instagram. And by posting things online, I'm able to reach my generation through social media.
Very nice. Very nice. That's awesome. I think that when we say outstanding teen, I think, wow, I know Elayna's outstanding. But
Thank you.
what does this actually mean? Miss Indiana Outstanding Teen. What is it that makes you that, or makes a woman or girl that?
A Miss Indiana Outstanding Teen, she has confidence and she is very passionate about getting involved in her community and working her platform. And I have over 2,000 hours of volunteer work, whether it's at the
No.
animal shelter, at the nursing home, working with my platform. And I've talked to so many people, and I really think that the Miss Indiana's Outstanding Teen should have those kind of qualities, as well as being kind and outgoing, and someone who just loves children and they're just gonna get down on one knee when they see one, and they're just gonna get a picture with them and hug them. And
Yeah, that's really awesome. I know I've seen you dressed up in a yellow dress with some kids,
yes.
and you just look like you were having the time of your life. I think your smile was 10 times bigger than theirs, because you were so, just by the pictures that I saw, you just looked so happy to be there and so happy to be giving and sharing with them. It's really lovely to see. Um, so, what are the biggest challenges you face going into that Miss Indiana's Outstanding Teen? What's some of the challenges, and and if you have, I'm sure you do have them, how do you overcome them?
I always I already try really hard with my schedule. I'm very busy, but I'm doing very good with managing my time. I'm in track. I have a pet that I have to take care of. I have
Oh,
schoolwork, and they give us so much homework at school, but it's okay. But
yeah, they
I
do.
think with
Hint,
for
hint,
sure.
teachers.
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah.
I think
Oh.
with I think um with Miss Indiana Outstanding Teen that it'll help me manage my priorities even better. It'll make me more flexible. And of course, any girl will, um, they will say something different, but that's okay because we all have something that we struggle with and we all have something that we need to work on. And I think that managing my time a little bit is something I need to work on, but I'm doing pretty well for what I have going on. I'm
Yes.
everywhere, always. I'm so
Wow.
busy.
You are busy. I know. Since I've, going to have you on the show, I'm looking at all your pages. I'm thinking, wow, this girl, gosh, when does she have time to sleep?
I actually go to bed pretty early. You'd be surprised.
Oh, wow. You're doing such a fabulous job in everything that you're doing. It's just really nice to see. And so, how would you describe your life story so far? Who is Elayna Hasty?
I remember getting one question. It was just, we were just randomly practicing interview with my family, and they said, if you could write a book on your life, what would it be? And I just came up with Elayna's Smiles to Smiles. Like, I'm always so happy, I'm always smiling, and I'm having a really good life. Even though I'm busy, I'm still able to be a teen and have time with my friends and go to the lake during the summer, which is something I really enjoy. But my life is wonderful. The people I'm helping is just amazing. I've gotten messages and emails from adults, and just an adult coming to a kid for advice. It's really amazing to just watch my platform grow and have more people support me and come to me if they need advice or if they need
Right.
help with something.
That's awesome. That's really great because Elayna Hasty, your name's going to go down in history if you keep this up. That's for darn sure. So, so what is your favorite quote or motto? I heard you have one
I
that
do.
you would like to share.
One of my favorite quotes is from Audrey Hepburn, and she says, actually, I think it's Mother Teresa. But she says that later in life you realize that you have two hands, one for helping yourself and the other for helping others. And it's just so inspirational to me because, yes, you want to help others, but you also want to make sure that you have time for yourself too. And that's
That's
something
right.
that's really important because it's really hard for me to say no to people because I really love helping and working with people. But I
Right.
also have to remember that I still do need time for myself. I don't want to be all stressed out. I
Right.
still need to, I'm actually pretty good at keeping calm, especially under stressful times, which is good in life. It's very good
Yes,
to
it is
have.
good. Yes, well, because like you said, you're so busy. It's sometimes you have to think about, wow, how do I manage all of this stuff? And it seems like you're doing a great job of it. And when we're doing things that we love, we're just happy. I mean, it just comes from the inside out. We're just happy when we're doing things that we love. And like you said too, in order to take care of other people, we really do have to take care of ourselves first.
Hmm.
And that's the way that goes. And it really is a benefit to both us. And I like what you said earlier about helping others. And when you help others, it kind of takes all the stuff that might not be feeling good off of you too. Like when you give something to someone, it's really a
Hmm.
wonderful thing because you feel 10 times bigger and better. Your heart just grows and grows and grows.
That's something I really love about volunteering is my family first introduced me to volunteering when I was 6, but
Wow.
just helping other people and seeing the smile on their face and meeting new people, it just makes you
Right.
feel really happy. And I really like getting my friends involved. I know there's been times where I've got or when my friend and I can't talk. My friend Grace and we went to
Yeah.
the animal shelter and it's a lot of fun, especially when you're doing it with your friends, and it's a good way to get them involved to help others, and it's a lot of fun. And the other
Yeah.
people have fun too, which is great.
Yeah, that's great. Well, and two, if you surround yourself by good, you are good, you know? I mean, what you surround yourself with is kind of who you are. So I can't imagine it any other way, Elayna, for you. I really cannot. So there are people out there saying, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe her. I can't believe all she's doing." So tell us everything you can because I also have it on my website. I put all your information, but please tell everyone how they can find you, where they find you. Give it to us. Just give it to us.
All right. my website for my G.A.B girls is www.gab.wix.com/G.A.B girls. I have, like I said earlier, I have 3 Instagrams. I can list the usernames for you. My personal one is marie.1616, or you can just do period 1616. My Fort Wayne Instagram is Miss FWOT17, and my G.A.B Instagram is capital GABG and then IRLS. So it's just G.A.B girls, and the only thing that's not capital is the Earls, I guess how you would put
Yeah.
it.
I
I'm
think when
also
you
on
search on it, it'll show it. I think when we search
okay.
on there, it'll show for us, right?
I think so,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. I love Instagram. And so also okay, so you have your website. What if someone said, you know what, I just don't want to go on to there. I just want to get a hold of her specifically. Is that possible? Do they get a hold of you on your Facebook page or message you there?
You can do that,
Hmm,
or I also have an email, and that is gab_girls@yahoo.com. So
great.
that's
Wow. And so what are your parting words for us? What would you like to say to all of us who might be suffering bullying? And we can be adults too. I mean, like you said, adults are no different than kids at times in bullying. So, what would you tell someone how to get to the root of the problem and maybe get some help?
one of my best advice. Okay, I have quite a few. I have some advice, but
Yes, please give
one
it to
thing
us.
is one thing is that when bullies bully, they want your attention. They want you to be sad or mad, or they want to get to you. They want to know that they got that attention from you. Because as I said, if they're having a bad home life and not getting that attention there, well, then they're going to try to pick on you and pull that from you. And something I always do with my parents is role play, and I found that it made me more confident.
Oh,
And role
great idea.
playing by my parents would pretend to be the bully, and they would say negative things, and I would react in a positive way by saying stop or walking away or leave me
Right.
alone. Another thing that you can do to boost your confidence is when you're going to tell the bully to knock it off, you can go with a group of friends, because bullies are less likely to
Yes.
bully when they're around a bunch of people.
Right.
I'm trying to think of what else I had.
No, but I think
I'll think.
that's a really good start. It's a very good start for us to think about because even in the workplace, people are bullied. You know, older people are
Mhm,
bullied, and it just doesn't stop. And I mean,
mhm.
people quit their jobs over it. And like your friend, she had to go be homeschooled. So, you know, I would love to see people make a change and get some help if you're a bully as well, and get with
Mhm.
people that can help you because you don't have to act up like that. I mean, like there's so many different situations, like you said, that happen to the bully. And so if we can all just work together to make it a better place and make the world a better place and be free of that negativity, and you're doing so much to help that, Elayna. I
Thank
really am so proud of you. You know, 3 or 4 years later, here you sit on my show again, still, still with
you.
the thought that I am going to make a difference. And I love that about you. I really
Thank you.
do. And I'm going to be following you because I want to see you as the Miss Indiana's outstanding teen. Ah, better happen. It just better happen. So I also want to thank you for staying up late because you are on a whole different time zone than I am. And I really
Mhm.
appreciate you staying up and talking with us and giving us some inspiration today about anti bullying.
No
And
problem.
I
It
want to,
was fun.
oh, I know, it's so fun to see you, really is. That's what I love about this platform is to be able to see people, not just to hear them. And there you are, still smiling and still happy and happy with what you're doing. So please reach out to Elayna. Again, she gave you some different links, some different places. It is also on my website, www.kathybacon.com. I've got a whole piece on her and all the ways you can contact her. So thank you, Elayna, so
Yeah, thank
very
you so
much.
much. Thank you for having me.
It's so nice to see you again. And as
You
always,
too.
what's your story takes the cake today with Elayna's story of anti-bullying. So goodbye, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.
Bye.
1 second.